dance in the dark. I had some demons in my heart. I've been carried them around, but I didn't fall apart. I came a long way to pass their face. Look me in the eyes while I embrace my deepest fears. No, I am safe. We step to me, put a smile on your face. Yeah, I'ma always be on it. Ain't got no time to waste. I'm honest. I don't give a fuck about what they say. I'm doing it now, doing it loud every day. Yeah, like guns, drugs, I've seen it all, but that was not the path I chose. Frequency was way too low, so I avoid. Keep moving on. Keep moving on. Keep moving on. Keep moving on. In the latest hours, I evolve my power. This is the moment to do it louder. I didn't know that life could take me miles away, and all I know is I am strong and need to stay.
Hello everyone who is currently tuned into our Trivia Tuesday stream. We will be starting momentarily as soon as we figure out some temporary technical issues, but have no fear, for we will be starting very soon. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Trivia Tuesday, the second ever Trivia Tuesday that we have done. We will be having a really great time. So let's meet our players. For our first player, we have last week's champion, who is Quentin. Say hello.
Hello.
Awesome. For player 2, we have a returning player from last week as well. We have Josh.
Hello.
Both Quentin and Josh are in our D&D campaign that we stream every Wednesday, so check that out tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. We have Doug. And then we have Rick as well. Rick. Awesome. So let's go ahead and go over how this trivia game is played. Today's categories is Disney, music, food, anatomy, and literature. So maybe some challenging for those who are illiterate or have never taken an anatomy class in their life. We'll find out. Josh, how do you feel about those categories? How do you feel confident?
I'm dyslexic, so literature is gonna screw me over.
Can't wait. And you know, Rick, what subjects do you teach?
Oh, I teach music.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun for you. So we'll see what happens. So the way this game is played is there are 5 rounds with 1 question from each category per round. You get 1 point per question answered correctly, and the answers are revealed at the end of each round. So we'll know your point totals when we end the round, and so on and so forth. You know, general rule of thumb is that you don't want to cheat, so don't be looking up stuff on your phone. This is the second trivia week, and you know, it'll be really crappy if you were to cheat so early in us doing this. So let's go ahead and begin. Round 1. This will be our Disney question for this round. The song When You Wish Upon a Star first premiered in what Disney titled movie? This is played at the intro of every Disney movie. Do 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 do. When did that first premiere?
Can you hit the thing for us?
I have to hit the thing. I have to hit the thing for you guys to be able to enter your answers.
Thank you.
Okay, now you should be able to enter your answers. So what was that Disney movie? Spelling is less important, by the way.
Cool.
As long as I know a general idea of what you are trying to put in. All right, moving on to the next question. Without revealing your answer, Quentin, how confident do you feel in this question? Do you think you got this correct?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, time for our next question. There's my mouse. Who is the singer whose real name was Farrokh Bulsara? He had a stage name that everybody should know, but his real name, Farrokh Bulsara. What was the stage name of this singer?
Yep.
Oh, Josh, you don't seem very confident in this answer, but I will tell you, once you figure out who it was, you're gonna be so mad at yourself. You'll be really mad, but it's okay. We'll move on. We'll move on for your sake. This is our food question. The Scoville scale is used to measure the spiciness of what food? The Scoville scale is used to measure the spiciness of what food? Doug, do you like spicy food?
Yeah, go past habanero.
There you go. Yeah. I personally can't go above like a chipotle pepper or like the sriracha sauce. That's generally like the highest I can go in terms of spiciness. Salt and pepper is what my parents find spicy, though. You know, it's whatever. All right. Moving on for our anatomy question of the day. Mitosis is the process in which your body replicates what? We're bringing people back to, well, in Ohio, it's 10th grade biology that you learn the answer to this question. Are you smarter than a 10th grader? We'll find out at the end of this round. by a show of hands who has taken a anatomy course before or biology course. You should all be raising your hands. I'd be very concerned about your education systems if you're not. All right. I took both biology and anatomy, and then a collegiate course of anatomy, but then I dropped it because I was like, I don't need this credit. So first day I dropped it to sign up for theater. It was awful. Anyway, Misery is a movie adaptation featuring Kathy Bates, who is the writer of this titled book. You asked for easy questions, and I gave you this easy question. Essentially, what the question is asking is, who wrote Misery?
Oh, I get to do what I didn't get to do last time and go 5 for 5 on a round. Let's go.
This booger sugar fueled author has wrote many novels of various types. All right. All right. Well, let's go ahead and see what our answers are. So the first question was our Disney question, and that was, When You Wish Upon a Star was first featured in what movie? The answer is Pinocchio, which you know, that's that. Pinocchio was, and it's Geppetto who sings it. For those of you who don't know, it was Pinocchio. The second question was, Farouk Bulsara is the real name of what singer? It's Freddie Mercury, everybody. It is Freddie Mercury, who was the original lead singer of Queen. I believe it's currently Adam Levine, who is the lead singer of Queen. Is it Lambert or Levine?
No,
I always get the two
Lambert.
confused. Is it Lambert? Cool.
It's Lambert.
The one by the way, he should have won his season of American Idol, but he didn't. He came up second round. He's like way more talented. Oh, it's so upsetting. The answer to three, everybody who entered in a question got this one correctly. The Scoville scale is used to measure the spiciness of chili peppers. So that's the answer to that one. And then the mitosis is the process of your body replicating its cells. Yeah, the prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. That's how we learned it. Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. So cells, which somebody put breathing, and that is part of the process of mitosis, is that you take in oxygen and sugar, and you output CO2 and water. That's the byproduct of that chemical reaction. So that was a good answer. And finally, Stephen King is the author who wrote Misery. Not J.K. Rowling, but you know, that was like we're gonna do a Family Feud moment. Good answer. So let me go ahead and get your point totals reflected on our overlay. Quentin and Rick are currently at 5 points. Josh is at 2, and then Doug is also at 2. All right, good work, everybody. Good work. J.K. Rowling basically has only written Harry Potter. So now we're at question 6, which is the first question of round 2. Are y'all ready? Let's start with our Disney question of the day, of this round. I mean, what character is the only titled Disney character who does not speak? Essentially, what a titled character means is the movie is named off this character, and this is the only one where the titled character does not speak the entire movie. What is Nightmare Before Christmas? That is not the correct answer. Do not put that one down. I'm gonna give you a few moments to think on this one, because this is a
I don't know if she had a movie.
while you think about this one, I'm gonna step away for just a second. I like to think of myself as a Disney fan. While I'm not a Disney adult, I am a Disney fan. But you know what? Disney adults are at least happy in their lives, unlike most of us. So, moving on to our next question. Eminem's 8 Mile is named after a road in which U.S. city? This one was not catered to the Brits of the game show. Eminem's 8 Mile is named after a road in which U.S. city? Is it Los Angeles? Is it Albuquerque? I don't know. We'll find out at the end of this round. We'll move on.
Look, if you're trying to get the 8 Mile and you end up in Albuquerque, you took a wrong turn.
Next question. Nori is the Japanese term for an edible species of food. What is the English name for this edible ingredient? What is the English name for nori? Oh yeah. Yeah. Does listening to subbed anime help you with this one? We'll find out. And if you are a viewer on TikTok or Twitch, be sure to give the answers at your own free will. But nobody else better be looking. That's playing the game show. So, all right, moving on. What organ is responsible for regulating your blood sugar level? Do y'all remember in Pokemon where the rice balls, they said they were jelly donuts in the dubbed version of the show? Yeah, those were not jelly donuts. And I went most of my childhood thinking that they were jelly donuts. So what organ is responsible for regulating your blood sugar level? I don't know. I mean, I do know. I'm the one who wrote the question, but do you know? That's the real question. All right, we're going to move on. Who's having a good time right now? I'm so happy. All right, last question. This is your literature question for round 2. What is the title of the classic story where Ebenezer Scrooge is visited by 3 spirits?
Why am I drawing a blank?
I'm really looking for the last 2 words of the title.
Something like that.
Ebenezer Scrooge is visited by 3 spirits.
It's a good thing I have to learn about this one in school.
All right. Moving on to the answers. All right. So, for your first question, you were asked what is the title character of the Disney movie that does not speak? The answer is Dumbo. Tinkerbell is a title character and does speak in her own movie. However, she's not the title character of Peter Pan. She does have her own movies though.
I didn't know she talked in it.
She does talk. She is a tinkerer. That is her job. That's why she got Tinkerbell. Anyway, moving on. 8 Mile is the name of a road in Detroit. That is the name of the city. So congratulations. Did you know that one, Josh?
I did know that one.
Oh my
the film.
goodness. This is Detroit.
Yeah.
And this is Detroit after the aliens attacked. Anyway. Tinkerbell is secretly an artificer. That is a good point. Nori is the Japanese word for a family of seaweed. It is an edible seaweed. That is seaweed is the name of that one. And then your pancreas is responsible for regulating your blood sugar level. Yes. So essentially people with diabetes have a poor functioning pancreas. That is the cause of diabetes. And then lastly, your literature question is Ebenezer Scrooge is visited by three spirits in the very popular Christmas Tale of A Christmas Carol. So if you got that one correct, congratulations on that. A Christmas Tale, unfortunately, is not the answer to that one. I cannot take that one for an answer. So let's go ahead and update your point totals. We have Rick with 8 points, Quentin with 7, Doug with 5, and don't look sad, Josh with 4. So
I can still bring it back.
We still have 3 more rounds. That's 15 more points that can be earned. It is anybody's game right now. Don't think that you're doing a bad job. So we're going to be on question number 11 now, I believe. Is that correct? Is that what y'all have for your next question?
Yep.
Space. Cool. So round 3. Let's see how you all do with your Disney question for this round. In what Disney park will you find the World Showcase? In what Disney park will you find the World Showcase? Some people start at Mexico. Some people start at Canada. I actually did a TikTok of me going through this one. I had 16 drinks in total as I drank around the world. And I drunkenly bought a kimono in Japan. So that was fun. As one does. All right.
I just learned you can slide the questions back and forth. I just learned that.
Ooh. So that is your Disney question for round 3. Now we're going to move on to our next question, which is your music question. The popular nursing rhyme Twinkle Twinkle Little Star derives its melody from a musical piece written by whom? Although he did not write anything called Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, he did write the piece that the melody comes from. I feel like Rick is going to excel in this question.
Yeah.
And if you don't know this answer, you're going to hear it and you're going to be like, wow.
Pretty spicy.
Wait, I might have gotten it right then just now as a joke.
And I will tell every choir kid who's currently in our chat that it was not Eric Whitaker. It was not Eric Whitaker. Oh, that would be rough. Anyway. That is your music question. We're going to move on to your food question, which, by the way, Doug used to be my kitchen manager way back when. How do you feel like you're doing in the food questions, Doug? You feel like these are coming to you easily?
50-50.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what cereal mascot has the first and middle names of Horatio Magellan? His name is Horatio Magellan blank.
Can you run that back? What'd you say?
What?
I said, what did you say? What was the question?
What cereal mascot has the first and middle names of Horatio Magellan?
Boy.
If you're wondering why I'm pausing for so long, it's because we're currently on commercial on Twitch. So, ooh. I mean, I feel like this is a context clue question. Like, you can get the answer by the context clues. You know?
No.
All right. Well, moving on anyway. This will be your anatomy question for this round. Scurvy is caused by a severe lack of what vitamin? Scurvy is caused by a severe lack of what vitamin? And I'm pretty sure
many folks pirates over here.
I'm pretty sure that extreme curses, extreme cases of scurvy, all the scars that you have just come undone. So your scars just reopen and you fall apart. So like if you had your arm cut off, guess what? Your arm's open back up. Don't get scurvy.
It's almost as bad as leprosy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh no. Anyway.
your literature question. What is the literary term where there is an occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words? Vain v. Ferociously. I don't have a verb that starts with a V in my head.
Oh wait, no.
The agile ape ate an acorn. What is the name of that literary term? This is 6th grade language arts for me at least.
I don't know how to spell it, but
We'll see if I can understand it. So what is the literary term where there is an occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words? All right, well, let's see how many you got your answers correctly for this end of round 3. So, what Disney park can you find the world, all the different countries? That will be Epcot. Epcot is the answer there. It's very popular to drink around the world in Epcot. Paris is a city. Is not Disneyland Paris. And Disney World is all of the parks collected. So we're looking for Epcot specifically. So there's that. Twinkle Twinkle Little. I see some of your answers here, and I'm kind of shocked at the. I can't say them live. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star derives its melody from what musical piece? And I mean, not what musical, a musical piece written by who? The name of that person is Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
Oh God.
It was Mozart. He wrote the melody that we get Twinkle Twinkle Little Star from. Your the cereal mascot who has the names of Horatio Magellan, his last name is Crunch. Horatio Magellan Crunch, Captain Crunch. Magellan was the sailor who started the voyage to go around the world.
He hasn't earned the T, so it's only Captain Crunch. Get it right.
Captain Crunch. Okay. Regardless, Honey Smacks is the name of a cereal. It is not the mascot. So Captain Crunch. The scurvy is caused by severe lack of vitamin C. Vitamin C is the answer to that one. In fact, the captain figured this out, and he carried a bottle of lemon juice on his person and fed each one of his sailors a teaspoon of it a day to keep them from getting scurvy. So, don't know who. And lastly, a occurrence of the same consonant sound or letter sound or beginning in closely connected words is known as alliteration. Alliteration is that. I almost had the question was like, what is an extreme exaggeration in literary? That's a hyperbole, but nobody would have known how to spell that properly, I'm sure. So alliteration
hyperbole.
Hyperbole.
Yeah.
Hyperbole. So alliteration was the answer to that. So let's go ahead and see what our scores are at now. Reg is still leading the board with 4 questions correct that round. Which one did you get wrong?
I said Honey Smack.
Honey Smacks? I love that for you. And then we have Quentin, who got 3 questions correct that round, and he's at 10. Josh is at 5. And Doug is at 7. So still anybody's game though. We still have 10 more questions. And those questions start now. Round 4. This is your Disney question of this round. This Disney movie is set in the fantasy world of Kumandra and was released in 2021. I honestly feel like COVID overlooked this movie a lot. But Kumandra is where this movie is set in. And then like half a year later, they come out with Encanto and it's all over TikTok. So Encanto is not the name of this movie.
We can't answer it. Or I can't answer.
What? Oh, you can't put on your answers.
can't
My
answer.
bad. My bad. There you go. Now you can put in your answers. None of you seemed like you could put in. You knew what the answer was anyway. To be honest with you, that's why I wasn't so concerned with it. I wonder what this is. If you have not seen it, for those of you saying that you have not seen it, but you know what it is. Hi. You know, it's a really good movie, and if you have Disney Plus, not sponsored by the way, you should watch it. It's good. It's good. Anyway, moving on to our next question. This is your music question. The musical Mamma Mia is based off the music of which band? Mamma Mia, here we go again. My, how can I resist? Yeah. You thought this was just gonna be like music terms and artist names. No. You know, my physics professor would be like, come on guys, it's not music theory, when we didn't know the answer to a question.
Ha.
Kind of a it's not rocket science joke there for you. Man. Super Trooper. Next question now. Food question for round 4. Is this round 4? 4.
Yep.
Oop.
Wait,
This
3.
cocktail features rum, vodka, gin, triple sec, sour mix, and a splash of Coke or cola. What is the name of this cocktail? Very popular cocktail. Is it a Cape Cod? No, that's just cranberry vodka. If you come up to me at my bar and you're like, hey, can I get a Cape Cod? I'll be like, the fancy bar is down the street. We serve drinks here, sir. It's like asking me for a Rose Kennedy. Don't do that. It's just vodka, soda, splash of crayon. Like that's, ugh.
What if I ask you for a Roy Rogers?
That's just Pepsi and grenadine.
Yeah. Or Coke, depending on what part of the country.
Anyway,
you're in.
moving on. If you this is your last chance to answer that question. Okay. Anyway, the anatomy question. The patella is more commonly known as your what? The patella is more commonly known as your what? This is a bone in your body, but what does everybody know it as? Is it your ear bone? Is it your teeth? Your teeth are not bones. Don't put your teeth. They're not bones. For those of you who are puzzled, they're not bones. They're not.
No.
All right, we're moving on. Here we go. The literature question of this round. What play famously features star-crossed lovers on opposite ends of rival families? I'm like, I have to do a literature question based off of this playwright, but like, what am I gonna ask? The answer to this question is, of course, Mamma Mia.
Here we go again.
That was not my joke. It was Gee's. He's in chat. Hi, Gee.
Hi, Gee.
So what play famously features star-crossed lovers on opposite ends of rival families? All right. Let's go ahead and get our answers in. So, the Disney movie featured in Kumandra is Raya and the Last Dragon.
Oh, I forgot.
It's a good film.
And
Good film.
Raya and the Last Dragon. Very good film. Aquafina
wasn't-
is the name of the is the voice actress of the dragon. It's great. It's
And
great.
it wasn't
I
just
love it so
COVID
much.
that killed it. It
Anyway.
wasn't COVID that killed it.
Mamma Mia is a basic it's technically a jukebox musical that only uses the music of ABBA. ABBA is the name of the band that the music comes from. Cool. I have not seen Mamma Mia 2. Oh. I know
That's pretty good.
Cher's in it, so. Anyway, a cocktail that is made of rum, vodka, gin, triple sec sour, and a splash of Coke is a Long Island iced tea. It is a Long Island. It does not have tequila in it. That is a Texas tea. But for some reason, bars in Ohio put tequila in their Long Islands. It makes no sense. Stop it. It's not right. A whiskey sour is whiskey and sour mix, but thank you for your guess. I appreciate it. The patella is your kneecap. I will accept knee as the answer, but it is your kneecap. That is your patella. It is covered by the meniscus. And that is the tendon that holds it in place. So yes. And then finally, Romeo and Juliet, everybody got that one correct, is the star-crossed lovers on opposite ends of rival family. And technically, West Side Story is a musical, not a play, but it is based off of Romeo and Juliet, the Sharks and the Jets. They just snap instead of dancing. Wait, did it bring back your...
Yeah.
Did it mess up your question? No, it didn't. Okay, cool.
No.
Okay, cool. So we have Quentin, who had 4 out of 5 right that round with 14 points total. Which one did you get incorrect there, bud?
The patella.
Patella. One of you got that one correct. Who got it correct? Who got the knee? Yeah, of course it was Rick, who is in the lead with 15 points. So we have Quentin at 14, Josh at 8, Doug at 10, and Rick at 15. I once did trivia like you, but then I took an arrow to the knee. Stop it, Gee!
No.
All right, guys, it is the last round. Oh, and by the way, no, question in chat. No, a Long Island does not actually have tea in it. But the brown color comes from the cola. So yeah. Round 5. First question, the last Disney question of this trivia night. Who composed the music for the Disney film Tarzan? He didn't have to go this hard, but he did.
He didn't. He did that.
He did that for us.
Yeah.
Who composed the music for the Disney film Tarzan? We're talking Son of Man. We're talking.
And I think in like
You'll Be in My
10
Heart.
different languages too, which he all sang.
Son of Man, look to the sky. Let your spirit set you free.
He shut up.
Kate Bush wrote the music for Tarzan. She was running up that hill forever. Fun fact, Running Up That Hill was the song that was actually cut from the movie Tarzan. Moving on. Sorry, all of my my trivia questions have been fact checked by Marjorie Taylor Greene. So anyway, our our music question. As in the image below, the notation informs the performer to play or sing the note as sharply detached or separated from the others. What is the term for this notation? It is a dot over the note. What does the name of that dot mean? What is the name of that dot? What is that? You know what it means. It means to be sharply detached from the others.
Or separated.
I used to play trombone. This is how I got my tongue skills. This notation. Anyway, moving on with my life. The food question for the last food question for this. The process of boiling or simmering a liquid to thicken it and intensify its flavor is known as what? When you simmer or boil something to thicken it. Like a sauce or a glaze. Wonder what it is. All I know is I enjoy eating it, or consuming it, rather, you know? All right. What is the largest artery in the body called? The largest artery in the body. It is located like about here, roughly, right above your heart. This is a hard question, I know. The largest artery in your body. Let me tell you, I know some nurses that would eat this question up at the bar trivia. So, love that. However, we got to move on to our last question of the night, and this is our literature question. J.R.R. Tolkien based his character Treebeard after his friend's oratorical voice. What is the name of the friend that he based Treebeard off of? It is an author that I believe everybody is aware of, at least. But it's just like the Freddie Mercury question. Once you learn, you're going to be a little sad. Treebeard is based off of this person. And it's believed that a character in the Friends stories was based off of Tolkien. Interesting. I wonder who. And that is time. So let's see our answers that we got going on here. So for the Disney question, the music of Tarzan was written by Phil Collins. Phil Collins wrote all the music of Tarzan. He is not the original lead singer of Genesis, but he is the lead singer of Genesis. So strangers to you and me. Anyway, the term for a separated or strongly like accent note, basically is what I said, is known as a staccato. That dot over the note is a staccato. Yes. Next up was our food question. When you boil or simmer something in order to thicken it or intensify its flavor, that is known as a reducing or making a reduction. So those would be the two answers that are correct in this. So saute is to cook in a pan at high heat, and then a broth is just a food item. So that is not the correct answer.
It's a roux.
The aorta is the largest artery in the body. That is the aorta. It's said a lot in Grey's Anatomy. Oh my goodness, he tore his aorta. It's like the writers took one anatomy class and then they're like, we're gonna mention that a lot. So, and then finally, Tolkien based Treebeard and his oratorical voice off of his friend C.S. Lewis, who wrote the Chronicles of Narnia. So C.S. Lewis. George R.R. Martin was not alive at the same time as Tolkien, but I appreciate the effort. And we actually have a tie, everybody. We have a tie between Quentin with 18 points and Rick with 18 points. So it is time for a tie breaker. Josh, thanks for playing. You had a total of 8, and Doug, thank you for playing. You had a total of 12. But, you know, don't disconnect because I'll throw off my camera alignments. I need you to stick around. So, we're going to do a number question. Right?
Okay.
That is going to be your tie. So I'm looking for a number, and it's going to be the closest one without going over. And I need to pull up this question myself because I know what question I'm going to ask. I'm not sure of the answer myself. So This is according to the United Nations for question 26. According to the United Nations, I'm looking for a number here. How many recognized countries are there in the world as of 2024? How many countries in the world are there as of 2024? Now, this number does include, for those who like technicalities, the member states and the non-member observer states of the United Nations. You both have your answers entered? All right. Let's see what you both put. So, the answer to the question, the number of recognized countries in the world, according to the United Nations, is 195. 195. And the one who got that correct was, in fact, Quentin, who has successfully defended his title. He guessed 154, which was the closest without going over. He is defending his title as the trivia question, the trivia night champion. So congratulations to Quentin. Thank you to all of our players for playing the game tonight. I hope you all had fun. Next week, we'll be doing Trivia Tuesday again. And of course, the winner who takes part in this, that is in our Discord. We allow 4 players in our Discord every week to do so. That is lichsouls.com/Discord. The winner of which gets a gift card to Steam or Amazon of their choosing. So that's really cool. But like I said, everybody, by the way, the non-observer states are Palestine and the Vatican City. Did you know that? Wow. Vatican City is its own country. This is the world's smallest country, I believe. Anyway, thank you to everyone who was part of the stream. And thank you to everybody who was our viewer. We'll see you next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our Trivia Tuesday then. So, new categories. So last week we had history, science, geography, video games, and cinema. And then this week we had Disney, literature, music, food, and
Anatomy.
Yes, thank you. I just asked the question. I couldn't even remember what my own categories were. But anyway, until then, everybody, bye.
Bye-bye.